Play intent from Samuels, 2 dot deliveries previous to this. Just gives himself that bit of room. Uses the pace and creates the width for boundary. Edge nowhere intended. I think he was still trying to get it offside, but not that fine.
Notes from the start, and he's faced just the 6 balls, and I think that will suit the West Indies. The new ball seen off.
And down the ground, another boundary. Ticking in, Marlon Samuels, 26 from 19.
He opens up the offside and still is able to drag it to the onside.
This time hammered again, and this time another.
And not only is gripping the ball tough, but also staying on your feet. That ball would be like a bar of soap. As you saw the ball swing in that first over, the moment it went out into the outfield, even Willie lost his swing. Gaille's gone out.
Now then, no, it's a no.
Oh, very high. Easy decision.
Everybody knew. You're right, free hit. So, further indications that even with the towel on the ball, it's not easy to grip. Hasn't got the middle of the bat. Will be another run.
Guess what, Nick? Gayle seated at...
And down the ground, 4 more. Possession, brilliant from Samuels, 35 from 24.
They don't need Gayle. Just about to say he was sitting on the non-striker's end once again. Last 3 overs, not faced a ball. He's been watching Marlon Samuels blast it all around the ground. Such an easy technique. Hit your base right and swing hard. Square again long on. They're the 2 fielders outside the circle.
It's wayward. It's wayward again from Jordan.
Key is to stay calm though, because 1 wicket can change the game.
Can't bowl that, get the Yorker slightly wrong, and it's a half volley. You're always going to go for 4 with Chris Gayle. 6 overs gone, 55 for 1.
Sitting on that back foot. No feet movement. Because he's already set and he's so strong. All he needs to do is to swing that bat through the ball.
It down the ground, picks out long on, who takes the catch. And the move to Rashid works. He had to go to his spinner, and Rashid picks up Samuels.
Batted well, he's gone for 37. It's 57 for 2. He's thrown it away really. Marlon Samuels, that's the last thing the West Indies needed. Base of the bat just turning a wee bit in his hand. Well, wet ball or dry ball.
I think the captain finds it easier to set a field because he knows the lengths he's going to bowl. Much more confident. His big bash would have done him the world of good, his experience. Short, finds the gap, not the middle of the bat, but the boundary.
Well, he was looking for the stands. He deserved to go to the stands though, that type of delivery at this stage of the game. Chris Gayle, what he did right was he managed to find the gap. It looks very wet out there, Nick.
In the test match or something. Oh, look at that. It's towering. The biggest we've seen. It's gone up into the top tier. And that is Chris Gayle at his best. He hasn't had much of the strike, but when he's had, he has dispatched it. That had height, it had distance, it had timing, it had power. It had 6 written all over it. Just the 98 metres.
It was massive. You can pick Chris Gayle when he's on. He just has a little bit more focus. The way he starts, there's been a tad more patience. And there he goes again. This is almost further. He is lethal when he's in this sort of form.
Well, the previous one was 98 metres. That would have been close as well. Back-to-back boundaries for Crystal Gayle. They love him in India. 86 metres. Come on, Chris, you can go further. He's just plinked that one. Look at it travel.
And that'll run away for 4, so that's a gift. And that's what can happen after a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I said the break could affect the batting side and disrupt their concentration. That's so with England. Ball in hand, the ball would have been dried, so no real excuse for that one.
And look at that. Wow! Another huge one. Out of the blue. Smacks it out of the park.
Okay, time for plan C now. Plan A, pitch up 6. Plan B, pitch it short 6. And he knew what was coming. The best players premeditate. He knew what was coming. He knew Stokes had bowled in one short ball. And he's absolutely nailed it. That's a big, heavy bat. Slightly slower ball, smash.
Oh, there's another one. And with that, he goes in front of McCullum as the most sixes in T20 internationals with 92. He's not done yet, 103 for 2.
Well, the extra balls, the wides down the leg side, they're really hurting England now. 5th ball 6, 6th ball 6, another short ball. And this one wasn't middled, it nearly found Joe Root in the deep, but it was good enough. And Chris Gayle, who was missing the strike early on, has caught up very quickly. 48 from just 25.
Straight up in the air, this should be out. Comfortably taken. So that's a good result for England, so long as they just keep, even if it's all wicket at the other end. That'll slow it down. So comfortable, Ali, deception through the air. Ramden needed to keep going. And he falls in the process. It's 103 for 3.
Yeah, it might slow him down, might quicken him up as well, because Ramden never really got going. 12 in 13 deliveries. Went for the slog sweep, top edge. And Rashid takes a comfortable catch.
So Bravo, the talent of Bravo joins Chris Gayle, who's 48 from 25 deliveries. He's scored.
Figures there, Rashid going at 10. Jordan's been good. Jordan could go Yorkers. Gets his Yorkers in well.
They'll bring up the 50 for Chris Gayle. It's been great to watch. He was slow starting because he wasn't getting the strike. He was sitting at the non-strikers and he was patient. He didn't get impatient, but when the ball has been there to hit, he has smashed it. And as I mentioned, he looks focused.
And he knows this country well, doesn't he? All his IPL experience, they love him here. They absolutely do.
What a life. I mean, he's played his 100 test matches and he's now playing the T20. Travels the world playing in T20 tournaments. Doing things like that. That's why they love him. It is spectacular to watch. 113 for 3.
Yeah, maybe been the spin option. Maybe go to Jordan bowling Yorkers, because if it's up, he's such a clean striker of the ball. Anyone watching, just watch his head position. Just so still through the timing of impact. The ball might go a distance and anyone will think, well, you've got to hit the ball hard to go that far. But you don't have to move your head. He doesn't move his head. It's nicely struck as well. Has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't. It's gone too much in the air. So Bravo's gone. There's a height issue. There is a height issue. So he's been told to hang around. That's what they're talking about, the umpires. It's a fair delivery. It definitely was going to carry on and go below that waist of Bravo. So it is out, and a big wicket for England, 113 for 4.
Couple of good breakthroughs for England. First ran in, now Bravo hit the toe of the bat as well. We've seen that often tonight, even though it's a full toss. Not for the first time. We saw Josh Buttler hit a full toss down square leg throat as well. I wonder if he tried a little variation there of pace.
Andre Russell is the new batsman for the West Indies. And so in recent times, Chris Gayle, who is now on strike, has been watching a few come and go. So pressure mounts on him. I don't know that Chris Gayle will feel the pressure. 4 runs on the hit and just enough bat on it to get out of the reach of the keeper.
He is scoring easily, this man, since he's shifted into another gear. So important that as he is now set, the West Indies would benefit greatly if he could be there at the end of the innings.
But it was a shock, but they really are playing some good cricket. That's a terrific stroke. Gee, that was hit hard. So Russell showing what he can do. There's 7 overs remaining. 124 for 4.
Yeah, it is deceptive power. You've got your Andrew Russell and then you've got Darren Sammy and Carlos Brathwaite to come. All 3 of those players strike the ball with fearsome power. These guys with the wet ball, even though they may change the ball and rope the field.
Well, he hasn't got it, has he? Yes, he has. So powerful. I didn't think he'd got enough on. The man at long on was coming around quickly. Willie it was. I thought he was going to have a catching opportunity. But how silly of me to think that Gayle hasn't got enough on it. Sails over the boundary rope. From a batting point of view, Bish, just keep doing what he's doing. I don't think you should stop. I don't think you should stop. Why would you stop?
Excellent straight hitting from Gayle. You know generally as a bowling unit that that's when he's going to score the majority of his runs. You try to set your field accordingly. But his power is as such that he just needs to hit it anywhere near enough the middle.
And he goes again. 3 in a row. 22 in the over. It's getting easier for the West Indies. A good run chase so far. 146 for 4.
He's the man, Chris Gayle.
Big differential now. England were 122 for 3. West Indies now bring up the 150 for 4. So that gives you an understanding how far ahead of the game the West Indies are at this stage. Presentation actually from England is often the case. I'm sure they'll be cheering Gayle if he does get the 3 figures. There's 2 men close together, but they're not close enough. It's a boundary. He wants the 100. He wants the victory more. But the 100 would be nice as well.
And the icing on the cake. Got a very straight field here, David Willey. So he's bowling full. He's trying to get Chris Gayle to hit in the vicinity of those men. He's bisecting them with his power.
Oh, that is a gift. You don't bowl there. He just got enough on it, but you don't bowl a low full toss and leg stump. He's now 90. Chris Gayle is the man tonight. Extraordinary stuff. Just didn't quite get it, but it had enough on it. Goes again. It's going to bring rain. He's 96. He can bring up the 100 this over. How good is this? Country v country, the best in the world. And we've got 3 weeks of it.
Eleven sixes in the innings for Gayle.
And there's the single, but he wants the strike. 16 overs gone. Don't go anywhere. It's 169 for 4.
What the field's set for. Third man's up. Chris Gayle's not bothered. Fine leg now comes up because Owen Morgan realises he didn't have enough in the inner circle. Just opens the face, gets it to short third man and goes to a wonderful 100. The big man, Chris Gayle, has delivered on the big stage. He really is a superstar. The big smile, he goes down on his knees, and all of India and everyone in Mumbai stands for the great man.
Conditions that he knows very well, playing so much cricket here internationally and in the IPL. First batsman to score 200s in World T20 events. As I'm saying, said, the fastest in World T20s. Excellent start to the tournament.
Dance or something that they put in the last World Cup that they won. Oh, hello, that could well be another free hit. It's going pear-shaped for England. Boundary, no ball, free hit, game over virtually. Could be after this next ball, just 5 needed, that's why it's a free hit, over waist high. Free hit, remember? Didn't go for the free hit. Good for pace a bit by Stokes. Maybe he forgot about it because of the delay.
I think he's forgotten. Otherwise he would have had a swing at it. I think he's forgotten it was a free hit.
I think Afridi did it earlier. Afridi left one earlier. Short ball, swatted away. Couple of bounces. Fielder should cut it off, does. And Gayle runs back for 2. Morgan still meticulous in his field placements, gets everyone up that he can to save the single, just one needed. It's an inside edge, it will go down to fine leg, and West Indies have easily, comfortably won this first Group 1 match. They have defeated England, and it's been Chris Gayle that has led the way with the bat. He has been truly magnificent.
Victory by 6 wickets for the West Indies. Very relaxed and pleased, and Sammy and his men, led by Chris Gayle. Excellent 100, a well-paced innings.